Welcome to 365 Language Planet. If you want to learn and use English, Spanish, Japanese, and or German, this is the channel for you. We do live stream shows every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time. In each show, you can learn great questions for talking about the theme of the show, and you can actually practice using language by writing your answers and new questions in the chat. I can't wait to enjoy learning and using languages with you. So, please subscribe and join the show. See you soon. Nos vemos pronto. Bis bald. また近いうちに会いましょう。Good evening. Guten Abend. Konbanwa. This is Let's Speak English, German, Japanese Live, Episode 8. The theme of this episode is trains, Züge, Densha. Before we start, let's look at this month's 365 language galaxies, stars, and planets. So far this month, we have 4 galaxies: Takanona, Kanmama, Charming, and Y-O. Way to go. And we have 5 stars: K-Workshop, K-E, Hiromi Okada, Tetsuro, and Taki Agnor. Nice job. And we have 5 planets: Takesh, Hiro T, A Hybrid, Omeg, and T Shishido. Nice job. Tetsuro, thank you for joining tonight's show. If you want to become a 365 language planet, all you need to do is share an idea in the chat or in the comments. So, let's begin. Lasst uns anfangen. Hajimemashou. The first question of tonight's show is, if you could go anywhere by train, where would you go? Auf Deutsch. Wenn Sie mit dem Zug überall hinfahren könnten, wohin würden Sie gern fahren? Nihongo de, densha de doko ni demo ikeru to shitara, doko ni ikitai desu ka? So now, please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. Jetzt schreibe deine Antwort bitte in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. 今、チャットまたはコメントに答えを書いてください。You have 4 minutes. Sie haben 4 Minuten. 4分間あります。Oh. Just a moment. Alright, so I'll put the timer here. Okay, so you have 4 minutes to write your answer in the chat or in the comments. If you could take a train anywhere, where would you like to go? All right. All right, Tetsuro says, I would like to go to Okinawa. Nice idea. All right, so, please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. Wenn Sie mit dem Zug überall hinfahren könnten, wohin würden Sie gern fahren? Okay, K Workshop says, I would go to Mars if possible. Nice idea. Nice idea. All right. So, schreibe deine Antwort bitte in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. And K Workshop, I say, thank you for joining tonight's show. Tetsuo says, I did karate before, so I'm interested in Okinawa karate. Nice idea. That's cool. All right. Densha de doko ni demo ikeru to shitara doko ni ikitai desu ka? All right, Take Agnor, thank you for joining tonight's show. I would like to go to Italy. Well, in my question, remember my question was, if you could go anywhere by train, where would you like to go? So, the moon, Italy, Okinawa. I think those places are kind of tough to go by train. Charming says, "Me too. I'd like to go to Italy." Thank you, Charming, for joining tonight's show. My image is maybe not go to Italy, but ride a train in Italy might be possible. Hiromi Okada, thank you for joining tonight's show. I'd like to go to Honolulu. Nice idea. But I think, like Italy and Honolulu, I think an airplane would be best. All right. Kanmama, thank you for joining tonight's show. I'd like to go to Taipei, Taiwan. Me too. I love Taipei. Takanona, thank you for joining tonight's show. I would like to ride a train all the way from north to south along the Sea of Japan coast. Nice idea. That sounds like a great train trip. Very nice. Okay, those are very interesting and fun ideas tonight. Okay. Let's move on to the next section. So now, please write a new question in the chat or in the comments. Jetzt bitte schreib eine neue Frage in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. 今、チャットまたはコメントに新しい質問を書いてください. You have 4 minutes. Sie haben 4 Minuten. 4分間あります. All right, so now you can write a new question in the chat or in the comments. I think an interesting question might be, if you could meet anyone in the world, who would you like to meet? That's one of my ideas, but how about you? Please write a new question in the chat or in the comments. All right, YO, thank you for joining tonight's show. I would like to go to the seaside. Sounds fun. All right. K Workshop says, do you often take a train? I take a Shinkansen almost once a month. Yeah, I do. And actually, next question of tonight's show, I will talk about how often I take a train. All right. Hiromi Okada says, if you could take a time machine, when would you like to go back? Nice question. Tough question. How about you, Hiromi Okada? Tetsuro says, if you could go back 10 years ago, what would you like to do? Great question. Tough question. Some tough questions. How about you, Tetsuro? All right. So, if I could take a time machine, when would you like to go back? Man, that is a really tough question. You know, I love the TV show Shogun, and so I'm kind of interested in going back to the kind of that time period, just before Edo, kind of the beginning of Edo. Might be very interesting, but how about you, Hiromi Okada? And Tetsuro says, if you could go back 10 years, what would you like to do? Tough question. How about you, Tetsuro? Takanona says, if there was a dining car on the train, what would you like to do? Great question. I think I would like to drink and talk to other passengers. How about you, Takanona? Charming says, if you have wings, where would you like to go? Great question. I don't know. I think I would love to go many places if I had wings. How about you, Charming? Tetsuro says, I'd like to go to a university to learn new subjects and majors. Sounds fun. Nice idea. Yeah, good idea. 10 years ago. For me, I was already, living in Japan, and so, it's a tough question, really. It's a really tough question. But interesting and fun. All right. Well, if you are still typing, please continue, and you can share your ideas anytime. All right. But now, let's move on to the second question of the show, which is, I often take the train 3 days a week. How about you? Auf Deutsch, ich fahre oft 3 Tage die Woche mit dem Zug. Und du? 日本語で、私は週に3日電車に乗ることが多いです。あなたはどうですか? Alright, so now please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. Jetzt schreibe deine Antwort bitte in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. 今、チャットまたはコメントに答えを書いてください. You have 4 minutes. Sie haben 4 Minuten. 4分間あります. I often take the train 3 days a week. How about you? All right, Tetsuro says, I hardly ever hop on trains. I move by bike or bus. Nice. All right, well, please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. Charming says, I seldom take a train. I take a train 2 or 3 times a year. Wow, that sounds like you live in Guma. I think many Guma people are like you, Charming. Okay. So, auf Deutsch. Ich fahre oft 3 Tage die Woche mit dem Zug. Und du? Schreibe deine Antwort bitte in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. Taki Agner says, I take the train about 6 times a year. Sounds like you live in Guma too. Guma people don't take a train very often, usually. I think most Guma people. But I guess K Workshop said he takes Shinkansen about once a month, so that's about 12 times a year. Quite a bit. Alright, in Japanese. Oh my. Mama says, I take the train once a month. Nice idea. Watashi wa shū ni 3日電車に乗ることが多いです。あなたはどうですか? Takanona says, I rarely take the train. I only take the train when I go to Tokyo. Mario says, I often take the Shinkansen once a month. How about you? Tetsudo says, teacher, where are you from? I'm from Japan. That's nice. I'm from the U.S. And my home state is called Oregon. Oregon Shu. All right. Nice work. All right, great job, everyone. Nice work. Let's move on to the next section. So now, please write a new question in the chat or in the comments. Jetzt bitte schreib eine neue Frage in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. 今、チャットまたはコメントに新しい質問を書いてください. You have 4 minutes. Sie haben 4 Minuten. 4分間あります. No problem, Tetsudo. Alright. So now you can write a new question in the chat or in the comments. Jetzt bitte schreib eine neue Frage in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. 今、チャットまたはコメントに新しい質問を書いてください. I'll try to write a new question in German. So, what would be a good question? As always, any kind of question is okay. You can change my questions and make a new question, or you can make any kind of question. So please enjoy. Anything's okay. Tetsudo says, have you ever ridden? I would say ridden. Have you ever ridden on a tram? I rode on it many years ago. Yeah, I think in my home state, there's a city called Portland. Portland, Oregon has a tram, I think, and then, so I think I rode on the tram in Portland, and maybe in Seattle, Washington, too. Yes. Nice. Yes. Okay. Great question. Nice work. So tough, this one you can just, if you want to, just make a question using often. So ich trink. Oh my gosh. All right, K Workshop says, have you ridden a steam train? I rode it when I was a child. I have, I rode a steam train last year with my mom when she came to Guma. We rode the train from Shimaebashi Station to Minakami. It was fun. Nice question, K Workshop. All right, so... Oh no. Takanona says, I love taking long train journeys. How about you? I love taking the train from Maebashi Station to Shonan Beach on the Shinjuku Shonan line or Shonan Shinjuku line. I always forget, but that's kind of, it's about a 3 to 4 hours trip. So it's kind of a long trip, but I like it. All right. Well, okay, I think that's no time for me to make my question. It was tough. I had no idea. I wanted to make a question in German, but I'm out of time. I have to do it after the show's over. Okay, great job. Nice work. Okay, so now let's move on to the last question of tonight's show, which is, do you like riding the train? Auf Deutsch, fahren Sie gerne mit dem Zug? 日本語で電車に乗るのは好きですか? So now, please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. Jetzt schreibe deine Antwort bitte in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. 今、チャットまたはコメントに答えを書いてください. You have 4 minutes. Sie haben 4 Minuten. 4分間あります. All right. So, do you like riding the train? Please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. Fahren Sie gerne mit dem Zug? Jetzt schreibe deine Antwort bitte in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. Alright, Tetsuo says, when I was small, I loved riding on trains. However, now I don't like rush hours. Me neither. I don't like rush hours. But fortunately, in Guma, it's not usually that busy. And so, even in the rush hours, you can still find a seat, usually. Okay, Workshop says, of course I do. I'm a train maniac. That's great. I love, I would say for me, I love riding the train too. It's a great place to relax, rest, and sometimes study. All right. All right, Charmin says, yes, I do. I like to take a train for a local trip. Very nice. Me too. 電車に乗るのは好きですか？今、チャットまたはコメントに答えを書いてください。Do you like taking the train? Alright, Hiromikara says, yes, I do, because I can read a book or check my cell phone while riding a train. Yeah, that's one of the great points about the train. You know, you don't have to worry about driving. So, yes. Alright, Kanmama says, yes, I do. Especially, I love Shinkansen. Shinkansen is awesome. I love the Shinkansen too. Yeah, it's very fast. And the only bad point about the Shinkansen is recently, the Shinkansen is often busy in Takasaki. All right. Takanona says, yes, I especially like riding sleeper cars. Sounds exciting and fun. I've never ridden on a sleeper car, but one time I took a ferry from Niigata to Hokkaido, and there was like a sleeping room on the ferry, so it's kind of like a sleeper car. K.E., thank you for joining tonight's show. Long time no see. I prefer taking a bus. Yeah, taking a bus is nice. A lot of people in Guma like to take a bus to Tokyo. Well, bus is nice. All right. Great job. Nice work. Let's move on to the last section of tonight's show. So now, please write a new question in the chat or in the comments. Jetzt bitte schreib eine neue Frage in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. 今、チャットまたはコメントに新しい質問を書いてください。You have 4 minutes. Sie haben 4 Minuten. 4分間あります。Lyle says, yes, I like riding trains for a long time with my friends. Me too. Friends and family. On the Shinjuku Shonan line, or Shonan Shinjuku line, you can, they have green car seats. And so the green car is great for riding with friends and family. So yeah, I love that one. Okay, anyway, so now please write a new question in the chat or in the comments. Jetzt bitte schreib eine neue Frage in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. 今、チャットまたはコメントに新しい質問を書いてください。Taganona says, do you like riding cable cars and seeing the scenery? Yes, I love riding cable cars and seeing the scenery. How about you, Takanona? Kan Mama says, do you like going abroad? I do. I love going to new places and meeting new people. How about you, Kan Mama? Tetsuro says, which train do you usually put on? I put on Yamanote line. Okay, right. That's a good question. It's kind of a tough question. I think probably, I probably often use the Takasaki line, and then the Shin-Etsu Yokokawa line, I think. All right. Charmin says, did you take a train at amusement park when you were a child? Great question. Yes. I rode the train sometimes at some amusement parks. It's kind of hard to remember the names, but maybe a little bit. How about you, Charmin? All right. If you have a question, please feel free to write it in the chat or in the comments. 質問があったら、チャットまたはコメントに書いてください。Bitte schreib eine neue Frage in den Chat oder in die Kommentare. And yeah, you can change my question, which was, do you like riding the train? Or fahren Sie gerne mit den Zug? Densha ni noru no wa tsuki desu ka? You can just change those questions to make a new question, or you can make any kind of new question. All right. Oh, okay. So Lyle says, do you like chatting with someone on the vehicles, or maybe I would say in the in a vehicle? Yes, I love chatting with people. But these days I mostly rest, like on the train. All right. How about you, Wayo? Tetsuro says, is Oregon on east or west? So Oregon is on the west coast of the U.S. So the east coast is where New York City and Boston is. Oregon is on the west coast, same side as Los Angeles, Seattle, San Francisco. All right. And Charmin says, yes, I did. And now I like to take a train at the amusement park. That's nice. Okay, Workshop says, do you know that you can bring your bicycle to the Jomo Line train? Yes, I do. I know that, but I've never tried. So in the future, someday, I want to try. Okay. Well, great job, guys. Nice work. That's the end of tonight's show. So thank you so much for studying and using languages with me tonight. We have shows every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe and give the show a big thumbs up. Hiromi Okada says, do you like riding a horse? I do like riding a horse. How about you? You can let me know anytime. All right. Well, that's the end of tonight's show. I hope everyone has a great night. That's it. My pleasure. Thank you so much for joining the show. And I hope to see you guys on Sunday. Sunday will be the first show of the next month. So I hope to see you all then. Please take care. Till next time. Bis bald. Nos vemos pronto. Mata chikai uchi ni aimashou. So take care. See ya. My pleasure, Hiromi. Have a good night. Till next time. My pleasure, Ryo. See you next time.